Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. We are excited to have creative partner Linda Hansen and her husband Lee join us for tonight Craft In. Linda, if you want to say hello, introduce yourself.
Hello. We're just trying to get our computer muted. There we go. Lee had trouble finding where it was supposed to be at. Oh, I don't think we're on the right one. Hold on. We gotta find you here yet.
Okay, well, it says I am live and I do see some comments, so that is reassuring. I have to tell you, ladies, sometimes on accident, when I forget to choose the Kiwi Lane Facebook page, I'll go live on my own personal page as Sonia. And my Facebook followers are always wondering, like, why is she going live and why is she talking about scrapbooking? And it's clearly not Kiwi Lane. Sometimes it happens, but I know we are live. Excuse me. With Kiwi Lane, with Linda and Lee. Thank you for saying hi in the comments, everybody. Linda's gonna be. Oh, perfect. Okay, Linda's gonna be creating with the Tropical Vibes kit from last month. I believe is one of my favorites to date. She's also going to be creating with the summer accessory set, kind of a goodbye to summer layout. So Linda, if you want to introduce yourself, and then I will switch it over to you.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm Linda Hansen. I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Here with my husband, Lee. Say hi.
Hi.
And we are actually at the Wisconsin Dells again. We were in North Dakota last night, but 14 hours later, I drove all the way here to the Dells. And we're excited to share with you one of the last summer layouts that we are going to be creating.
Perfect. Well, with that being said, the only Kiwi Lane announcement is for September. We did unvault the scissors a la carte. If you remember from 2019, if you were here for National Scrapbooking Day, they released a scissors a la carte. We unreleased it, unvaulted it, I guess, not unreleased. Unvaulted it for the month of September. So you can purchase the scissors a la carte in the shop. It pairs perfectly with the September Kiwi Club kit, which is Create a Life You Love. If you haven't seen it, it's also very cute. With that being said, Linda, I am going to let you take over.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sonia. And I hope everyone has had an opportunity to purchase the August monthly kit, the Tropical Vibes. Kiwi Lane just amazes me every time, but this one is just gorgeous. There is not one bad paper, not one bad sentiment card, not one bad template. It's going to be in your repertoire. The templates are for a long time to come. But I would like to, if you haven't purchased it, I'm going to go real quick here through and show you what the papers are before I lay out the design.
And we have Rhonda on, Ron Mole. We have
hello.
Suzanne Connor. We have Lisa's on. Deb is on. Darlene, just lost Darlene from Michigan. Sharon from up there, and Angela from Kentucky, and Shar from Nebraska.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. It's been a long couple of days. We drove from North Dakota, right? I drove most of the way, and Lee worked yesterday. We left at 6:30 and we got here at 9:30 last night. So it's been a long day, but we're glad here to be back in the Midwest. So I'm going to show, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to show you here the papers. The navy here, the reason I have it out is so you can see the templates, but this is part of the kit, and on the back is kind of a white with gray tones in it. So we've got a toucan page, and this one is green with leaves. We have flamingo and leaves. On this side is a tone on tone, kind of a reddish pink. We have some pineapple paper, some beautiful yellow tone on tone. This is, I call it a pool blue. It's not teal, it's not blue, it's a pool blue. And then this is gorgeous. This is a navy with kind of a lighter blue. It almost reminds me, it looks like waves, but it also reminds me of a basket weave. So if you have this, any scraps left over, think about that for your Easter ones. All right, and this is kind of a pink. It's a corally pink. It's gorgeous. And it has like a feather tone on tone. We have some white with different sun. And then of course we have a chevron shape with all the colors.
I'll make you go cross-eyed staring at that.
And this is another green with leaves, tone on tone. And then these are some more of the double layouts. Kiwi Lane Kit Clubs give you 3 double background sheets. So on this
Is that
side,
textured? I can see. Like
it looks like it's textured, but it is not. I mean, you can't feel it, but it is gorgeous. So we've got a red and a green. And then this is actually the one I'm going to use. It looks like a little tile. This is a light blue, and on the back, there's a beautiful yellow with that same tile print. Okay, and then the templates that come with it, I'm actually going to use pretty much all of the templates that came with this. So we'll
and the templates that came are at the top of the sheet, right?
Yep. They give you, I'm going to try and see if I can incorporate these in there. Vacation time, just another day in paradise, and they're solid on the back. This one says apparently we are trouble when we are together. Love that. Okay, so we're going to head and lay it down so you can see what I've designed. I'm using Claire Lane 1A and 1B. Okay, and then this is from the summer set. This is the Sun's number 7 of 7 pieces. And then I'm going to use a la carte My Oasis, and this is going to go right
You have 2
here.
of those,
I have
correct?
2. Yeah, sometimes I have double the templates because they're ones that I would use more than once on a page. You don't have to, but sometimes when I'm designing, it's nice to have that. I can visualize in my head, but sometimes Lee, he likes to look and he said, well, put it there so I can see what's going on.
And if there's someone that's totally new to Kiwi Lane, be sure to speak up and Linda can explain a little bit more what some of these items are
Right.
and how
I
they work
appreciate
together.
Yes, we appreciate you if you let us know so we can explain a little clearer. All right, so I'm using Cedar Trails. This is a fun border. Claire Lane is a regular border. This is a fun border. And then I am going to use 1A and 1B of the chevrons. Now, some of you already know this, but maybe some of you don't. You can actually weave these together to get a different design. And that's what I'm going to do. I am going to put it.
And you can make it tighter or put
Yes,
it
you can.
together to make
You can make it in any shape that you want once it's together.
it's like a snake.
Oh, the last time we left here, guys, we actually had a snake that rode on our jacks all the way to Middlebury, Indiana. That was
And
creepy.
he's still alive,
And he was still alive. We don't know how he made it. So, but I'm going to do that.
especially on the Illinois roads.
And then I am going to use photo templates. Now, if you don't have photo templates, this is probably the best investment you will ever make. I actually have 3 sets of them, but I'm using 2 tonight. I had to borrow from one of the others. But they're so helpful in designing and see what your layout is actually going to look like. And then when you put your pictures down, they're going to just pop right in there and you won't have to worry about trim. Do I get it too big? Do I get it too little? You're already going to know.
Joni said, oh my gosh, a snake. Yeah, it was a small garter snake.
But it
and
wasn't
all
nice.
the way from here in Wisconsin down. And they said, well, you must have gotten there and you had your jacks down last night. And we said, we haven't had the jacks down since Wisconsin. So we
Yeah.
had a hitchhiker. But Debbie says she loves those photo templates.
Oh, I'm so glad. And the photo mats are so nice for putting trim around your pictures.
And I like the translucent so you can see how
Yes.
to crop the pixtures and slide it around.
All right, so here's Claire Lane 1B on this side. And then I've got 3 4x6 photos. 1, 2. Gracie is shed. She must be getting rid of her summer coat, but I have got hair tonight where I don't want hair. So we put her in the kennel. She was a little feisty. She hasn't had her nap today, so. And there's been a lot of people coming in and out of the RV park. So we're actually at Country Roads RV Resort. If you've ever been to the Dells and you have a motorhome. So, okay, so this is Flamazing. This is one of the templates that come with the monthly kit, Tropical Vibes. And then I'm using a 4x5 photo here. And then this here, this is wild. This came from the last kit that had the giraffe and the bigger template in it. Thought I left it out here. Here it is.
Well, you're talking
From
about
Mark.
her in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, so it came
Debbie
with
on
this
here
one.
said that she is in Colorado currently, but she's lives in Wisconsin. So she said she misses Midwest. You have to let us know where from in Wisconsin. We're in the area of the Dells, and we'll be down around Madison
In a few
next
days.
week.
So this is the flamingo. This come with the Tropical Vibes, this monthly kit. And then I'm going to use tiny highlights. Now it's going into the vault, if I remember right, or if it's not already there. But if you have tiny highlights, there's a little bit of tropical flower in
Might
there.
go a little higher.
A little higher, I could do that. And then I also have Tropical 4, which came in our Aloha monthly kit, one of the first kits that were ever made by Kiwi Lane. But any flower will work. I just happened to pull these because I had them. And then I have a toucan that came with the set. It's called Amazing 205. And we're going to put him over here in this tree. This little palm tree.
Is he awake or is he sleeping?
And then, so the bottom of the flamingo that's there, there's a stencil here that he has the legs that we'll make the legs out of. There's also some, what do they call them? I want to call them stamens, but that's not it. But this is the center of the flower. There's also some tiny flowers, another little palm leaf, all little designs here, even some seagulls that you can cut out for your.
Or use your imagination. It could be all kinds of things.
And then this also came with it. This is Amazing 105. You can put the toucan on. I've seen a lot of people do that. I'm just going to actually use the leaves around this little flower that I've got over here. Okay. Everybody knows I love this surfboard, that I can use it to make just about anything from a mermaid to, I can't remember everything I've done with it. But anyway, I'm going to use it. Now watch this. I'm going to put it there. We're going to put a hammock between the two palm trees. Okay. So that's the layout we're going to create tonight. If you want to take a screenshot, go right ahead and take a screenshot. And then we'll start pulling them up and start putting papers underneath. And well, I guess I should show you the photos I'm going to use. So this is our daughter's eldest. This is Audrey. These pictures are from 2021. They went to Sonata Beach, I think is how you call it, in Florida. So
It's close to Panama City Beach, correct?
You know
in
me
that
in
area.
direction.
It's got that panhandle area.
I don't know, but anyway, that's Audrey. And this is Gavin. He's the middle one. And of course, a lot of you know Violet. This is my little jelly bean. So, and then we've got a picture of the whole family. That's my daughter, son-in-law, and the 3 grandbabies. And that one is going to go there. And then I've got the girls staring at the ocean. There's Mama with her 3 little babies. There's Audrey and one of Gavin digging a really deep hole. And these are going to go right along here. So that's what we're going to do for tonight. Now, I just want to let you know too, on September, is it the 28th or 25th? I forgot to look. It's the last Friday night of the month. I'm going to be doing another craft in, and it's going to be dealing with camping and a lake. So if you guys want to join us for that, that would be wonderful. Okay, so let's get started. We'll start with the base.
One comment I was going to make, though, you talked about taking a screenshot here of the templates.
Mhm.
Linda will post everything afterwards, as a lot of you know, and she'll list everything she uses all the way down to the bling and the embellishments. But you'll probably include a picture, I imagine, in that posting.
Oh,
that
yeah.
you took of this layout of the templates.
Oh, definitely. I already did, actually. So another thing is this little thing over here, that little palm trees in the sun. We're going to do something very special with it. You are going to love it. It has to do with some sea turtle shimmers.
Say that real fast 3 times.
No, not
Sea turtle shimmers.
happening. Not Sheridan.
STS.
Yeah, okay. So I have not picked papers for this yet. I mean, I just kind of looked at it. I am gonna put my light ones down.
Sandro's is on. Tanya's on, says hello from Texas.
Hello, so glad you guys joined us.
And I told you earlier, Joni's on from
Whoops, sorry about that.
Melody's looking forward to seeing tonight's layout come together.
Awesome. So what
And
else?
we have a pair from Arkansas, Shirley and Melissa.
Awesome. Well, hello, hello.
Leslie from San Antonio.
All
And
right.
Deborah's on from, I always pronounce it wrong, but Yuma, Louisiana.
All right.
Where I like to be. And Debbie's on from
Sure,
Florida.
get those out of the way. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start with the tree really quick because I'm going to use some burlap. And then I can lay it down on there and just kind of see.
Burlap, you're going to use burlap?
Yes, I am.
Linda Brock's on, if I'm right, she's from Florida.
Okay, pencil. Pencil.
Stacy
uni-
Woolrap.
Oh, we haven't seen her forever. Hello, Stacy. I miss you, girl.
Moving back into the land here where there's actually trees.
It was hot in North Dakota. I mean,
On Labor Day, over 100 degrees in North Dakota.
but
They're
then,
supposed to have a low of 39 tonight, they were saying.
yeah, it was like 90 some degrees still at night. I was like, this isn't right for North Dakota. And then-
Shelley's on from Minnesota. We came through there yesterday.
Yeah. That going through Minneapolis, St. Paul, I kind of took my own route through. Lee wanted me to go 694 all the way around, but the traffic was
GPS,
stopped.
which
And then-
doesn't, it's not trustworthy.
Yeah, well, that also too, but yeah, it was
And just so
challenging.
you're aware, Vince is here too, so we got to stand up to salute him.
Hey, Vince.
Another Integra coach owner.
They bought our old coach, and I kept teasing him. I'm like, you need to bring the coach up here at the Dells and join us. So
But that is something we're going to look at. We were just at a rally in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we met some people who are going to go full time. We met people that are full time, and a lot of them were trying to convince us we need to come to Florida in the winter, down around what's Bonita Beach
Yep,
area, I
yep.
think it was.
yep.
They said they have so many of the different resorts there have a lot of craft things that go on, and people doing things all the time. And Linda could do a lot of scrapbooking and work with people and everything. But
Yeah, I think we're as soon as Lee retires, I think we're gonna give it a shot.
of course, when they said Florida, and I thought about no winter, no snow, I'm allergic to snow. I kind of missed out on
He's
the rest
really
of the
not.
craft discussion.
He's not really allergic
Oh,
to
I think
snow.
I am.
I tell you what, if you don't want to hear any swear words, or if you do want to hear swear words, just go with Lee the first time he goes out to scoop snow with the snowplow thingy. He comes back, he goes, I told you how much I hate snow. So
I don't mind seeing it in the postcard or on the Weather Channel, but I don't need to experience it first.
oh goodness. All right. Handy dandy Tim Holtz
Yeah,
scissors.
Linda says it gets cold in Florida. Yeah, what, 550? We last year, I think we got down to 40 below zero once, didn't we? That might have been wind chill, but
Oh, for us in Iowa?
yeah, when
Oh,
it
it was
gets to
awful.
20, I can still wear a t-shirt.
Well, just when you think winter's just about over, then it will just dump a whole bunch of snow.
But you're right, as my Linda says, it's you get used to what you get used to. So I know I went to a conference once in December in Florida, which is usually pretty warm, but it was cool. And I see people wearing heavy winter coats, and I'm not wearing a coat, and I thought it was nice out, but it's all relative, I guess.
Our dog doesn't like anybody with a hat or a hood either. So she usually is growling at Lee when he comes in. And
Yeah, with all my stocking caps and my face shields. my-
earmuffs.
Yeah, all the things. But Debbie says Florida's fabulous. You'll love it here. So where is here, Debbie? Is it? I guess anywhere in Florida is nice in the winter. in my opinion. They do get some snow up in the northern part, but not bad.
Yeah. Well, we love the travel thing, and if he wants to go to Florida, I'll go to Florida. I'm
I
allergic
like
to
South
those
Texas too. I like Arizona
Yeah.
in the winter. I like Alabama. Ooh, Debbie's in Plant City, so March.
Ooh,
we'll be down for
strawberries.
Strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
I do have a story to tell about that. We were down there one time at spring break, and our daughter, she's quite small, is in the back of the vehicle, and just
not
quiet.
real.
We had bought a whole pallet or whatever, a flat of
There you go.
strawberries, and when we stopped, that flat was almost empty. And I said, "What did you do?" And she just back her to
Her
sleep.
face is red, her
Just
fingers
eating them
are
out of
red.
the box, and she was a mess.
Oh my
She
gosh.
enjoyed it.
Still to this day, she loves strawberries, and she'll let me know if she finds plant strawberries in the grocery store. And she's like, "Mom, you gotta go here. They've got strawberries. They're from Plant City."
Yeah, Plant City's good.
And
Nikki's on. She's howdy from Chile, Wyoming.
ooh,
We just came in from Watford City, North Dakota yesterday, and
close
it
to
was really hot there, but the front was behind us, and they're supposed to be getting cold. So down in the 30s possibly coming up here.
we were close to the Montana border and the Canadian borders where we were at.
Just south of Williston
So-
way. So we had a little bit to go.
Well, I tell you what, they also have a lot of haze. The last few days we were there from some fire. I don't know if it was from Colorado or where it was at, but
Well, we
man,
have
it
people on
was
from Colorado. They can always
it-
comment on the fires.
it was really hazy.
Beautiful sunrise.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got it just like an orange dot
Yeah.
kind of through the haze.
We'll be doing some of those pictures coming up on one of our craft ins. But yeah, it
Well,
was
Nikki's
nice.
out of Wyoming. She said, "Yep, it was hot here yesterday. Upper 90s. Today high was 55." And you think about that, that should cause some kind of a major phenomenon to occur. Rain, tornadoes, storms, hurricanes, something.
Well, then we were in Nebraska before that, in Lincoln, Nebraska.
It was hot
It
there,
was
too.
hot there too, but it was more humid. North Dakota is not humid. So, I mean, what's hot, it's still hot, but Lincoln, it was really hot. Oh, and I got Lee a new hat. So you'll be seeing pictures. I don't think I posted any yet. I sent
Yeah,
the
you
kids
don't want to take
pictures.
no pictures of Lee.
No, it looks good.
That was my bald head.
He actually can wet it, and it looks like an Australian hat is what it looks like, but you can wet it and it keep you cool. So he didn't complain about the sun because of his hat. Oh, and then while we were there, so we ordered these things called Magna Shades that you put on the windows of your coach to help keep out the sun. So we got those ordered. We had them on our last one. But we went to different seminars. Lee and I had to split up most of the time because there was so many that we wanted to go to. And I went to one, and a little bit later, I came home with a little bitty cardboard box, and he wanted to know what it was. And I said, "It's an internet on the go." And he wasn't sure about it, but I said, "It's the same thing that they use in ambulances to talk to the hospital. So it's all secure. It works great. It really does." He even could use it on the road for his work and didn't have to worry about security. And yeah, so that was my big purchase of the week we were there. And we met a lot of nice people, had different kinds of coaches. We met some that had the same kind of coaches that we had. And there were like 3 or 4 of our old coach like it that was there. So, but one of the seminars, I have to tell you, one that I went to was a gentleman who had been in Vietnam, and he wrote his memoirs all out, and he did a 2-day seminar, and he was phenomenal. He was in the infantry, and it just mesmerized you when you were there. And anyway, so
And he said that his whole story was about what really happened in Vietnam.
yes,
He was on Hamburger Hill. He was in all the different things. and was recognized, and he talked a lot about the things that went on. He talked about the media and how things had to go. A lot of pictures. He ended up marrying a South Vietnamese woman who has since passed of cancer.
Yeah.
And he's married again. But he is skinny as rail. I think he probably still wears his uniform today, but he was a master sergeant, I believe. And it was just really informative. He really had people mesmerized.
Oh, yeah. And then so his memoirs, he said he only had a couple copies. I mean, it's like probably 2.5 inches thick. And he said, when I asked him if he had a book, he said, no, but I have an extra copy of this. Would you like it? And I'm like, yes, please. So he autographed it, and there's pictures and stories. It's wonderful. So I'm getting ready to cut out the bottom. I'm going to use the one that looks like little waves. If you think this is too dark to write on, you can do it on the other side, but you can't just flip it and put your template down, because it's probably not going to be in the same way you want it on your layout.
Grain, the orientation of the grain.
So what you do is you lay it like it's going to be on your layout on the side you want. And then you take it, slide it off, slide it under, and flip it over. It's called the slide, slide, flip. And then you are to be sure you want to take credit for that, baby. You go right on ahead and take credit for that.
Okay, I'll take credit for that. I don't get credit off.
Okay. And then if you've never used Kiwi Lane, how Kiwi Lane works is you take the B and just put it on top. I better make sure that's the way I want it. Yeah, that was. Okay. Sometimes I might turn the templates different.
So the
So
secret
that
of
they
that
match.
is you put the mark and just put it on your slice cutter thing, or whatever you call it. And you can just slice out the square part and just make one cut.
Okay. So now you don't have to have a 12-inch cutter. You can just get by with scissors if that's all you have. But if you have one, this does make it a little easier. All right. Save that one for another time. Now, I did get one of the new Tim Holtz inks. I thought I was going to use it, but I chickened out. I'm going to use the regular vintage photo. So.
And we were talking about Florida. I also know I like Texas. We got one on here from San Antonio. I like that area too. That's nice in the winter time. And I saw we had a couple on from Arkansas. We actually have a rally we're going to be at next year, if we could possibly get in our schedule, to be at Hot Springs there at Lake Catherine.
Okay.
So we might try to get to that.
So now
That will be fun.
the ink. I always ink all my edges of everything, and I'm going to ink as I go. Now I'm going to use, I have two sizes. I have the bigger Tim Holtz, and I also have a little one, and I found a new package.
Where would you get those at?
I got these from our local scrapbook store.
A local
Scrap
scrapbook
Media.
store.
They'll come in a 2-pack. So,
And we are blessed. We have a local scrapbook store. I know
Yes.
some of you don't.
and she ships, which is really good
What's
because
the name of the store?
Scrap Mania. I miss it.
And,
I haven't been there in a long time.
we had to buy fuel this week, so
So I can't buy scrapbook stuff.
no.
Oh, and it's up to you.
Prices are reasonable, and if people want to check it out, what number do they call?
319-377-9999. Okay. So you can do your edges if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to do all the edges. Just do the ones.
It does make a big difference.
yeah.
I've seen it with it and without, no comparison.
Now
Even on the pictures.
I have a round dome on this one, and I really like the dome. It takes a little bit to get used to it. think I'll do
I have a
these
round dome too, but I got to take my hat off to get to it.
Sorry, dear. Okay, I'm gonna do this edge. My burlap shredded a little bit. And yes, I got my burlap at Scrap Mania also. Now, I'm not gonna do the palm trees till last because they shed a little bit.
But you do ink those, right?
I do ink them. Okay, let's do the sun out of this pretty yellow.
Laura Rippon's on.
Hey,
She says,
Laura.
Sorry I'm late. I messed
Oh,
up the
you're
type.
fine. You're just fine. I gotta find what oh, here it is. I'm like, where did I put it? Okay, do I want to go on this way?
White templates on a white
One
table
of
don't work
those-
so well, does it?
White, no, it doesn't. Okay. So now, do I want it to go? I'm just trying to decide which way I want the pattern to go. That's the biggest decision in Kiwiling, guys.
Debbie's on. I know you're on quite a bit, Debbie, from Amherst, Massachusetts.
Welcome.
East Coast.
Appreciate you all being here. I want to tell you, I took a bad fall a little over a week ago. I came home, let Gracie out, and she was so excited to see me. She actually went up to the front of the coach, come back to saw her daddy, and then she came back to greet me at full speed, 60 pounds, running 45 foot before she got into me, and she knocked me down. It was not pleasant. So I hurt my shoulder and I hurt my knee. So if I'm a little slow here, some of this tracing cut, that would be the reason.
Well, we do have a technical question.
Okay, yes.
Leslie Meek wants to know, what is the name of the product that you use to prolong the life of your inks? I think it's a spray.
Oh, it's called Re-Inker. It's also made by Ranger.
Re-inker made by Ranger.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Re-Inker. And the one, I think there's just one for the water-based. Stacy, if you're on, maybe you can help. I don't think there's one for the oil-based or the alcohol-based. But I didn't set it out today. I should go back and get it. I will post it in the comments.
And Shari says, when you get back, they will be welcome back Linda party.
Aww. And then when I get back, I have 2 play and stay crops that I'm doing at the store at Scrapmania. That's where you can come in and use
Play
all the
with all these
templates.
templates.
Yep, for free. It doesn't cost you anything. The only thing you have to do, the requirement is to purchase your paper there at the store. And after you're there for a couple hours, you actually get 10% off of everything you purchase for that day. So it's a
Can
win-win.
they use their own paper though, like if they had a kid, like a monthly kids club?
They can, but we prefer that they use the paper at the store. So, but you can, I mean, it's fine. But it, if you've never actually shopped for paper for a layout, I'm there to help you and show you how you can do that and match papers that aren't coordinated for you, that you have to do yourself. So. But yes, we do allow it, but we do prefer that you purchase your supply there. All you have to do is bring your own adhesive, wet and dry, scissors, and a 12-inch cutter if you want to, and pictures. Well, you don't even have to bring pictures if you don't want to. So that's got a little point. Now, the reason that I'm inking is to cover up all the pencil marks and the little flaws.
And the white of the paper, because a lot of times the core
Some
of
of
the
them.
paper is white.
Yeah, Kiwiling does it though. They don't have the core that's white.
The
It's-
pictures are where you get a lot of that at.
This is the best
Especially for
paper.
children.
I have used a lot of paper, and Kiwiling is the best paper for using Kiwiling templates.
Debbie says, I need so much help with picking paper. I'm too far away though.
Well, you go to the store and you FaceTime me and I'll help you. I'll talk you through it. Or you can FaceTime me and I'll shop for you at our store. We can do that too. Okay, so that's the sun. Now, I promised you, well, I'm gonna make it wait just a little longer. I'm gonna do the top ones next, but I'm gonna put something in there. All right, so let's do this one. And we will use.
And this is the fun border, which does
Yeah.
not have parallel, it doesn't have a straight edge. It's
No,
No regular. on both
Some
sides.
fun borders do and some do not. Like the scallops, they have a straight edge. Make sure we're using this the right way. We'll go this way. And the reason I said that is because of the pattern. I want to do it this way so I don't use all of the length of the flamingos.
And Debbie said that would be great.
Perfect. Yes, we can do that. So, everybody been busy with the summer? Are they getting ready for fall? Can you guys believe it? September doesn't seem real. I love fall. It's my favorite time. But that means winter's right around the corner.
And I'm allergic to that.
Yeah, you said you were that.
But we've been watching a lot today too. We really are, thoughts and prayers are with the royal family,
Yeah.
and the monarchy. We don't live under it, but the queen really does have a lot to be proud of her family. Just glad she didn't have to suffer.
So, Lee, what else can we tell them about our trip that we took?
Which part of the trip? Well, we were to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
We were to Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, to Lincoln, Nebraska, back home to North Dakota, to here. I'm here for some activities this week to raise some money.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Ask him what kind of activities he's going to be working on.
I'm gonna be playing a little golf and a fundraiser for
Drive out hunger.
food banks. Yeah, drive out hunger.
How much do you usually raise?
We're almost at $500,000 we raised this year with
Perfect.
sponsors, and goes to a lot of the food banks throughout our service area here in Wisconsin and Iowa. So that'll be good. But then after this, we'll be heading for home
For a week.
for 1 week, and I have board meetings in Dubuque, Iowa. And then we go, guess where? Back to Wisconsin. We go by Wisconsin Rapids
Wood County this
in
time.
Wood County to do a big ribbon cutting at a huge 1,200 acre solar farm my group just built. And then from there, we come back down to Madison for some meetings, and then we
We're
start
going
heading
to
south.
South
We're going to South Carolina,
for
kind of
3
north,
weeks.
I guess you'd call it
Conway.
northwest of Myrtle Beach at Conway. And we're going to be there for 3 weeks.
Yep, 2 are rallies. One is an
And
Integra
on
Coach
vacation,
owners, and
one I'll
one's
be working
the-
from there.
yep, and then the other
You're
one
gonna
is
try to
AIM.
convince me to come home.
Well, actually, no. We come home for a little bit. We have to unload the coach, and then
And
we're
it's
gonna
gonna
take
go
it
for
to
some repairs
some
this winter.
warranty work while we're down.
And then we'll start it all over again next year. But,
Yeah.
Anyway, Lori says she's ready for fall. Rhonda says she loves how creative you get when using your border templates.
Oh, thank you.
And I can say thank you because I teach Linda everything she knows. Right?
Okay, if you believe that, Rhonda. Yeah.
Need to buy
Wonder
some
what
boots,
this-
huh?
Wonder what this would look like if we did one of them in there. I'm gonna undo it. I tell you what, the Kiwi Lane templates are wonderful in the fact that you can see through it, and that's gonna work just fine.
So you can see what it'll look like.
Yep.
Leslie said that's great. She works at the local food bank several times a year with her local group. Never know
Awesome.
what we'll have to do, but it's always fun.
We used to work with a homeless shelter years ago when we lived in Comanche, Iowa. And when I sang, I actually wrote a song about the homeless. And when they never did, the producer never released it, that one to radio, but all the proceeds from it were to go to that shelter. So, but we worked it quite a few times, and we have a few homeless that we see in Cedar Rapids. They have their special places that they stay, but we don't have too many like a lot of cities. Because we have shelters for them. So, all right. Now I could have done that on the other side, but I can see this, but you guys may not be able to. So I
Hopefully you got a good
apologize.
pencil mark and.
That's why I said they probably can't see it, but I can see it. So. Well,
Yeah,
what
if
I
that
am gonna
was
do
me,
is
I
I'm gonna
would see it when
cut.
the blood starts running when I nip my fingers.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna cut it off because it's really hard to.
You know, that whole big part that you got to turn.
Yep, we'll just do it that way. All right. So,
And what's the pencil you use again?
the Unikuru Toga. I actually had to buy another one because my dog ate the one I had.
She didn't
literally,
swallow it, but
no,
she
she
chewed
chewed
it
it up.
pretty good. Beyond usage, put it that way.
The cap wasn't even intact. Yeah, there was nothing. I couldn't even get any lead out of it. It was bad.
And on your 10 Holtz scissors, how do you have to use them?
You hold them with the writing towards you, if you're right-handed, and there'll be little grooves, and that goes to the bottom. So, oh, did we tell them about Gracie? What she did? I don't think we did. She, maybe we did on the last slide, but we brought corn
The sweet
home.
corn?
The
Yeah,
sweet
that's what
corn.
you told
Yeah,
me.
we brought sweet corn home. We took some out to the kids in North Dakota, and along with quarter beef for them. And anyway, I was at a massage, and my husband texted me a picture of the dog eating an ear of corn.
Husk and everything.
Oh, the whole thing, cob, everything. And I know that they're toxic if they eat the cob because it doesn't digest in their system, so it plugs them up. So I called the vet, and I'm directed to go to the emergency vet. $170 later, and a pumped stomach. My dog is fine. So yeah.
And the next day she saw more corn and she wanted more. You
Yeah.
can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, what you call it for a young dog.
Okay, so yeah, that way. I'm going to use the same paper. I'm just going to go on the back side.
So
I'll
that
use
the
this
marks are more clear.
Yep. So have you guys been scrapbooking yourselves? If you have, well, we'd love to know what you've been working on. I was telling Sonia that I have not scrapbooked pretty much since the last live, and I miss it. I drove most of the time, and so that kept me busy. And then we were at the rally, like I said, doing seminars and classes and visiting with people. So I'm a little out of practice. I cleaned out my scrapbook area in the back of the coach. So that's all done.
Linda Brockstead, her husband and her just got over COVID.
Oh no, that's not good. Bless your
Well, we're
heart.
glad that you're over it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that stuff is nasty. I had it twice. That's too many times. It's not fun at all.
But the first time, I don't think we even knew what COVID really was. We knew
We knew about a week later after I had gotten over it. But the last one was bad. It was not fun at all. So, but I don't know about you guys, but I miss scrapbooking. If I don't do it, I get withdrawals. I start thinking about it.
you start with shakes and all.
No, I don't get shakes or anything, but I dream it when I sleep, and I can just daydream. Like if he's on the phone, I'll just daydream about the layout that I want to do. It's like this one. I just started thinking about all the templates that I had to use and the paper, and I come up with it in my head. And then today I just put the templates out. It's like, this is what I want to do, and I just got to figure out how to do it. So.
Linda said she had it bad and her husband was milder.
Oh,
Well, speaking
Not
of
good.
daydreaming and scrapbooking, I know Linda's been talking about she's looking forward to Michigan already. Next May to come up and see some of you that are on. And
Yep.
Go to the big, what do you call it, the mega.
Mega meat.
Mega
Oh,
meat.
look how that cut. And I put it in a nice
Those
little
are
pile.
triangles. You wanna
Oh, look
see
at that.
those.
It's all in the same
What kind of
way.
triangles are they?
I don't start with a triangle thing.
Are they equal angles on the side? Because it needs to equal to
I have
180 degrees.
no idea.
You've got 90 on one side, the other two sides together should equal 90 degrees. And if they're the same, in other words, 45,
Are you guys getting all
90
this?
divided by 2, then it's an equilateral triangle.
No, no, no.
Means all the sides and all the angles are equal.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to do a triangle page, and I'll make you cut it out and put it together.
I can explain. I don't know if I want to cut it out.
Oh, shoot. So, oh, let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, you guys heard Sonia about the scissors. They've released for just a little bit the scissors template. If you haven't gotten that, make sure you check it out. It's $4. Definitely worth the $4. And actually, I got I think I ordered 8 of them so that I could use them in class at the scrap at the stay and play at Scrap
And
Mania.
where's that at? Scrap
Scrap
Media?
Mania. Yep.
And
So
what's the number there? Somebody wanted to go there?
319-377-9999. Yep. And she's got so much new product. That's why it's like, I'm missing home. I want to see what she got. I've been watching the videos and I know she's
From
even got
Facebook.
more. Yeah. Okay.
Well, our local scrapbook store is in with a group that's all over the country of different,
Air.
independent
Here, yep.
scrapbook stores.
We tried to get to the one in Nebraska, but time just ran out and we didn't make it. So,
Well, we had the time. We went to go. We chose the bad time, and they were already closed.
yeah. Oh, that's cute, guys. Look at that.
Looks like gingham.
Ooh, I like. All right. So I am going to cut out a couple of these leaves. I know I'm going to do this one in. I've got to use it on this side. Let's use that same color. Let's
It's kind
use
of like
this
a
one.
sand dollar. You say it's actually
It's a leaf. It's a tropical leaf. Okay. Believe me, it's a leaf. That's what they designed it for, is a leaf.
leaf. It's a leaf. right?
Believe it's a leaf. You're silly. You're silly.
Speaking of triangles, our grandson, who's a sophomore in high school, he's in geometry right now. So, and he also has pre-engineering and he has physics he's at. And so I was giving him a hard time about the geometry. I said, there's different things that you have in physics. You have like inclined planes, you have, cylinders, you have levers, you have all kinds of different things. So I said, do you know what it is, Maxwell, if you have a cylinder and an inclined plane? And he said, no. I said, you're screwed. I said, what? He says, think about it. So if you had a cylinder and you have an inclined
Only
plane
his
and
grandpa.
wrapped around that, it would be like a wood screw. So
He got that off of Big Bang. You guys ever watch that show? We love Big Bang. So we got into a couple places where we didn't have any internet, no cable or no satellite, nothing. But I did bring our Big Bang videos. I have the whole seasons or all the seasons of it.
what other videos do we
And
have?
what other videos? Oh, I think we've got RV back there. My all-time favorite movie is actually The Greatest Showman. I love
I
that
thought
movie.
it was the trailer with.
Oh, no, I
Lucille.
don't have that one. It's not on DVD. It's only on VHS. The long trailer by with Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. You guys have never seen that movie. You need to find it. Oh, it will make you laugh so hard. And especially if you do any kind of camping or RVing, and you'll understand real quick. But and then I think I have the one Bohemian Rhapsody. I have that one.
That's good. And then the ones from England.
Oh, Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
The movie came out. We didn't get to go see it, so I bought the movie so we could see it on our time. And,
Grindelia says hello, everyone.
hello.
This is Linda. I'm recovering from COVID.
Oh
Linda
no,
brought it. Or to you too. You're
guys, that's supposed to be getting sick. But at least you're doing it before it gets winter. Winter, I think, is the worst time to be sick. I've had summer colds and they're much better than being sick in the winter. But COVID is not fun. I heard tonight that the monkeypox is not as bad, so that's good. I was like, that better not start. We don't need another pandemic. They said it's getting under control, so that's good.
A little bit of fine cutting there, so be careful with.
Yeah.
So what you say, you have a few tricks you're going to show them here left?
Yeah, as soon as I get this cut out, I'm going to cut the palm leaves, and then I'm
You got
going.
to ink these first.
Yep. And then we're going to do the behind the sun. You guys, I'll tell you, we're going to make a shaker. You guys like shakers? Even on scrapbook pages. I know people do them for
I
cards.
like pepper really well. Oh, you're talking.
Yeah. Even on, I mean, cards are wonderful, you know, but even on scrapbook pages, you can do it too, because it will move. And it's fun, something different. And it makes your page kind of pizzazz a little. Okay, so I'm going to ink
Delia
this one.
says that now our 15-year-old's got COVID, but she does love shakers. So.
Awesome. Yeah, that's not good that your family gets it too. That's not good. Lee had it the same time I had it, but he didn't get it quite as bad as what I did. So. And just, this is a little tricky. I should probably use the small one to get in there, because I don't want to over ink it.
But it is domed, so you can get in there pretty
Yep.
well. And you could always bin one out. And bring one
Yep, that's
forward.
just what I was going to say. I can
Don't
do that.
permanently deform it.
No, I wouldn't. But anyway, I cleaned up in the back there. We have to unload everything before we take the coach to Middlebury. And so I was going through and saying, what stuff can I live without? We'll be home about a week this time before we head out on our next trip. And so, I don't know, getting rid of my scrapbook stuff is like saying I have to get rid of my children. I can't do that.
But you'll have all your other scrapbook stuff at home
Yeah, that's true.
for the whole winter.
I know. Okay.
And you can get out if I'll go out to shovel the snow, but I may not do that because I'm allergic to it.
Okay. Do you guys know what this is?
Piece of plastic.
It is. It's
And
acetate.
you're
I've already,
destroying-
okay. So let me show you how I did this. All right. So I know, these palm trees out of the way. I know that I'm going to put the sun down under the blue, okay? Because the palm trees are
So
gonna.
the sun goes down on me like
Okay.
Elton sing last night.
So what I did is I took my acetate, I laid it on, and then I drew just about a quarter of an inch past the edge of the sun, and then I went down here a little
Internal
ways.
edge of the sun.
Yes, yep. So that's what I did. I also did another one too. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to use it or not. I'm going to try this first. If I don't like it, I might try something else. But Lynette, from one of our teachers at Scrapmania, she embossed some of this stuff and did it with a card and shaker and behind. And so I don't know if you can see that. I actually embossed this. It looks like water
Maybe it
drops,
flucks it
just a little
to-
bit. I don't know if you
to
can see it
'cause you
that
get
way.
A lot of glare on it. Like,
Let's go that way. Anyway, I can show you here, I can do this better. So this is what I embossed it with. Let me take it out. Get rid of that glare. It was from Spellbinders. It's an embossing folder. Is that better?
No, we got delayed.
Delay in there?
Yeah, you
But I
almost gotta
used
have
the embossing folder
some
there
colors
to
in
do it. So, but I think I'm just gonna use it plain.
Yeah, that comes through.
That did? Okay.
Looks like raindrops on a wax card or something.
Yeah, it just looks like water splats. And I was gonna do that because Lynette had done it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give that a shot. But it was just a little too busy for what I was doing. And then I just took my little black micro pen and traced it on here, but you can use anything that will trace.
Shell's on Hello from Nebraska. And we were just in Lincoln a week ago.
All right. So now how we make the shaker. Okay. First,
What was that restaurant we went to eat at in Lincoln? Was it Misty's?
oh yeah. We went with
Had the
Randy
prime
and
rib.
Shirley. I remember which way I did it. It's this way. Okay. So now I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to see this. Wonder if I can put under some dark. Here, let's try this. See if this will work. Oh, that's worse.
Turn over to the back side of it.
That might help a little bit. Okay, here. Let's do here. This one.
Yeah, you really can't have a pattern.
There. We'll try that. That'll bring it up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put glue on the back of my paper.
Make sure you pick the right side to glue.
That wouldn't be good if I
And
didn't.
what kind of glue is this?
This one I'm using the art glitter glue. It dries, this one dries clear. It goes on white, but it dries clear. And FYI, this one doesn't give you much time. So once you've got it down, it's down. It's not going to come back up. There's a new one out that I haven't tried. I'll have to show you here. And I thought about trying it.
Detra or Detra, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I had friends at school, and they pronounced it Detra, but I think it's Detra. She said she tested positive yesterday. She feels awful.
Oh, bless your heart. And you're here with us. Oh, you're just the sweetest. But my goodness, that's not good. Hope you get to feeling better soon. Drink lots of water. When I had it, I craved,
Sleep.
yeah, I craved oranges and tea and Jello. When I had it, that's all I can
And
keep
that's a lot
down.
better. The air conditioner finally turned off. It's been warm in here. The sun was beating in earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got that.
Kind of put it up in the light and kind of tip it a little bit so they can see.
Okay, just glue your piece on. And I'm going to see what I want to put behind. I think I'm going to use this. That will look pretty good. Okay, so now what we do is we take
Elevator tape.
the elevator. Well, no, this is a little different. I'm going to use the sun. Where did I put? There it is.
Goes down on me.
I'm going to cut this for behind it. And all I have to do,
Just go just a little bit bigger than the inside
yes,
radius.
I do.
So you can just draw the radius a little bit bigger.
I'll do
right?
that a little lighter. Oh, I should have come down just a tad so I have enough room in the back. We'll try this again. Just a little bit. Okay, so you guys with me so far?
So you have something to glue onto.
Yep. Oop. Look how easy that erases on this Kuru toga. It does not leave. Does
The
not
good news
leave.
is the inner one is the one that you got to have. So
Yep.
You won't see the outer line.
Okay. Now I'm done with that. And I'm just going to go all the way down. I'm going to go just a little past. That should work.
So
And on this, I know it's so quiet. You guys need to be here with me in person. I'm going to go ahead and erase these. I don't normally erase lines, but because I'm working with the acetate, I want to make sure everything is covered. Okay, there we go. And of course, I'm using it on the back of that card, so I won't have that card in my kit. That's all right. Okay, now what we have here is foam adhesive, and this is, I think it's only 1/4 inch, so it's not real thick. Oh, making a lot of noise. Oh, sticky.
Molly Bishop from Michigan, which you've worked with a little
Yep.
bit, just said hello, Lee and Linda. Or
Hello.
Linda and Lee, I guess it is. Ladies first. Just got back from Montana, Yellowstone, and South Dakota, Mount
Oh.
Rushmore.
Fun.
Month-long vacation. I had so many pictures to scrapbook.
Awesome. Okay. So this stuff is a little sticky to work with, but that's okay. But the key is getting it all the way around. So I'm going to start up, just get some smaller pieces here. Okay. And you want to make
Chamfer 'em
sure
all so that you get in there just right.
you what?
Chamfer them so they don't show through in the backside.
I'm putting them where you don't see it. Yep. You want to stay on the out of the clear. Okay. You can bend it a little, but if you use smaller pieces, it'll work a lot better for you. You just want to make sure that you match up as close as you can so that your pieces don't go
Out of your shaker, don't fall
out
out.
of the shaker.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you put like butt to butt or toe to toe, however you want to call it.
Yep.
It sounds like a medical doctor.
It does. Lee was supposed to bring his guitar this trip. Gosh, you could have played and serenaded us
Yeah, I
tonight.
could have played Winky Dinky Donkey.
Oh, okay. You guys, if you're a grandparent, you probably already know about the wonky donkey. And I bought my granddaughter
Who is only 2.
the wonky donkey book. And her mom found the song on their Alexa. So she was playing the song, and my son, the last night when we were there, he's like, all I can do is sing that song. Even in my sleep, I'm singing the wonky donkey.
Yeah, a 3-legged, stinky, wonky donkey.
It's hilarious. So, but if you guys have never heard it, you got it.
Nikki says, I love the wonky donkey song. I think it's in the key of C.
I have no idea. I have no idea, but it's funny. And then there's some other ones too. The Dinky Donkey. There's the Granny one. So
Grandkids love it.
They do. They really do. Okay. Now this is the tricky part. Okay. You can do it one of 2 ways. You either put the stuff in and then peel it, or peel it and put the stuff in. Your call, however you want to do it.
Is there a third choice?
No, there's not a third choice. Okay, I'm using, this is from it's Shimmer's Embellishments. It's more buttons. I got it at the store at Scrap Mania, and it has little green shiny beads and
Flat
seashells.
beads, like.
They look like little water droplets is what they look like. And you can fill it as much as you want or as little as you want. I
If you
like
want
to
to have it shaky, you don't want too full.
right. Well, I
You
do
gotta
it.
kinda
No,
concentrate,
it's fine. It's fine. This is not my first rodeo, dear. I've made these before.
But you can be a
Okay.
veteran rodeo, you get a bunket bronc.
I'm still gonna
or a
fly off.
wonky donkey,
I
it
got
can be
it.
a problem.
I
A
got it.
3-legged wonky
Okay.
donkey
So this is
that has bad breath, but right.
yeah. Okay. Why is this not peeling right? There it is. I'm like, uh-oh. I got the wrong stuff. But okay. So very gently. Want to peel it all off.
But make sure you don't lift the whole strip.
That's why it's nice to do it in little sections. If you peel it and put the stuff in, you have a chance that the little gems will stick. So, oh,
Okay.
it's electricity, staticky. Okay, why don't
Is
you move that over
DC
closer
electricity
to me?
or is that AC?
I have no idea. Okay, and I'm going to turn
It's
this.
DC, just so if you want to know.
I learn something every day. That one's
You
done.
don't
That
have to
one's
put that
done.
in the notes if you don't.
I have to tell you, we're loving the RV life. We really are. But least favorite thing is our macerator. Okay, this might sound nasty.
So what do you call the macerator? It's where you empty the poop tank in
The gray, well, the black and the
eggs.
gray, be technical. And it
Call it
does
the
it, you don't,
stinky slinky.
you don't have to wait for it to drain out. I tell him, it's like, well, I'm gonna do laundry, so I need you to empty the tanks. So he goes out there and he's like, this is so slick. I'm done in less than 2 minutes. So, all right, now,
Linda
here we
Brock
go.
From Florida, who just got over COVID, wants to know, she has a technical question.
All right.
Is the Wonky Donkey book good?
Oh, it's amazing.
It makes
Amazing.
absolutely no sense, but it's
Okay.
entertaining. The grandkids love it. So
This is the tricky part.
you just have to Google it and you'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully you cut it big enough there.
I did. I just want to make sure I get it all covered. Okay, then you want to seal it down really, really good. Okay. And we should have a shaker. Now you're not going to see this because I'm going to put it underneath, but I will trim this all off. Okay, we'll just trim that. Okay. So this is going to go like this. My grandkids are going to love this. Now, you might have to raise this up just a little bit. If you don't like it, you can pop this up on the bottom. And then
With elevators.
yeah, with elevators. And then that's going to go just like that. So you're going to see it. Okay. All right. So we got that part done. Now we got to finish.
I agree with your comment, Sharon. She says you got to Google it, play the British lady, read it to a child. It's
Yeah.
hysterical.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And Linda Brock says, she says, I'll have to get it for my grandson. He's 17 months old.
Oh, he's gonna love it. You got to read it to him though. So yeah, it is amazing. Okay, so I've got a couple of more leaves I need to do. This one, let's see if there's a pattern. Yes, the toucan. All right, pencil. I'm really bad about laying things down.
It's kind of like the 12 Days of Christmas, the song is.
This, yeah. But you got on the one with the, I think she's actually Scottish, isn't she? The Scottish grandma.
Yeah, it's
But
British.
she laughs when she reads it to her grandson. She laughs, and she laughs so hard. She's like, I'm gonna finish this. I have to finish this book. But yeah, it's good. Okay.
Well, Scotland is
there.
part of the kingdom. Where did the
Yes.
Queen pass away at?
Can't pronounce it.
Balmoral, which is in
Bramall.
Scotland,
Hmm.
up in the Highlands area. the
That
northern
one's
part.
done.
Isn't that where they make potato chips? The Highland potato chips.
Only you would think of food, honey. I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know.
They don't make the chips
Oh,
there, but you know,
golly.
the Irish eat a lot of potatoes, and Scotland's just across the water from there.
Mm.
But we used to buy the Highland potato chips a lot.
Oh, years ago. What were the ones in the can? You guys remember those?
Pringles. you mean?
No, not Pringles. These come in a great big 2-gallon can or something like that.
Oh,
What were those? They were Charlie's.
that's it.
Charlie's chips. Nasty. Oh, I met a lady.
We used to live in
So-
West Burlington. There we had Sturzies.
So I met a lady in the grocery store in Nebraska, and she was buying, or was it Walmart? I don't know. It was Walmart. I think. She was buying Sturzing potato chips. Now, you guys, if you've ever been to Burlington, Iowa, you know about Sturzing potato chips, okay? But I'm sorry, anybody who likes them, I'm sorry, but they're like eating lard balls. I don't like them. But this lady, she said she was going back to Texas, and her friends back there requested her to bring as many bags as she could back, but all she could find were the small ones. And I'm like, well, you can find them at the grocery store. And so I told her they had a Hy-Vee there. So I told her, I said, go to the grocery store and you can get the big family size. I said, but to be honest with you, I don't know why you even bother because it's bad. She goes, no, we love them.
They have
They're
good flavors.
nasty,
They're like kettle chips that you get other brands.
nasty. Okay, so, and I'm going to use, if you guys notice, so I'm using the same
You
color.
have a lot of people that answer Charlie's chips here too.
I put the same color of the light green on this page and this page. And I have this one. So what I'm going to do to put it on the other side is this little thing, okay, that I was going to use over here. I'm
So
also
you're
going to use over there.
contrast it.
I'm going to put a couple of these on my other palm tree.
It'll be nice enhancement. We will have to be careful with these palm trees here though,
Why?
because it's covered up a lot of the shaker.
No. It's good. All is good, dear. All is good. So I'm gonna do a couple of these. So I can get the green on the other side. But you should always try. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but your page will look better if you do some on the same color on both sides. And then we'll just eyeball, close that up, close that up. I'm sorry you guys can't see this. I should maybe use a darker. I have a 7-point instead of the 5-point lead, and that might be a little darker for you to
0.7
see.
and 0.5.
Yeah.
So it's a 0.5 millimeter.
I do
3/4
have it a little bigger.
You know what that means? It's pretty small,
It's pretty small. Yep, it's pretty small.
technically speaking.
Yeah. So.
Adela
uh,
wants to know what template did you use?
that one was from this monthly kit club, August one. It was number one
August 22.
of it's called Blamazing, 1 of 5. It came with the paper kit that I'm using, the Tropical Vibes.
Which is cute.
Yep. And
Right.
it still should be, it should be in the shop that you can purchase. You can purchase just the templates or just the paper. They usually release them when the new monthly kit comes out. I know the September one's out. I haven't got mine. I'm excited to go home and get it.
And if
But-
some of you don't get it, feel free to go to your creative partner and order it. If you don't have one, you can order through Linda, but I know Joni's on and some others that you can order through also.
Yeah. Yep.
They're well worth the money. I know some people say, oh, that's a lot of money, but it's really not. There's so much you can do with that monthly kit club.
So I have done the treasure box. I've done Paper Wizard, which I'm confused with that one. I mean, I love them, but the ordering process is awful. And then I've done, what else have I done? Well, I bought other kits from other companies. And it's not just because I'm a creative partner for Kiwi Lane. They're kits for the value, and you get to keep something.
Bang for the buck you're talking.
Yeah, you get to keep the templates. I mean, you can use them over and over and over. So that's a value right there. But the I guess I get 3. I'm gonna do 3 and 3. The value of them is simply amazing. And they have a palm tree on there too. Let me do one of them. Let's see what that looks like. Because you get the 3 double background sheets, and then you get all the other papers, like 12 sheets you get in the kit, plus the templates. So you can get at least 3 layouts. I've gotten as high as 7. I've had to add my own background after I've used the 3 double ones. And I've made cards. So let's see, we got 7 layouts or 7 pages and 7 double pages. So yeah, that's right. 7 layouts. So
Which one,
14
14?
sheets, 14 sheets. And 3 of them were Kiwi Lane. And then with the rest of it, I got 5 cards, and I could have probably gotten more.
And you're
So-
counting the Kiwi has both sides, either side's useful.
Right. And plus
Only
you get this.
downsides, if you use one side, you can't use the other, but
Yeah.
save the scraps.
You
know.
can't. You can't. You just have to watch how you cut it. But
Yeah.
then you get the sentiment cards too, and you don't have to use them as sentiment cards. On the back sides,
also,
all
yeah.
plain. Yeah. So you
Pretty
can
cool.
use it with that.
Which is what you used on the back of your shaker.
Yep. I did. I did. Okay, let's see how this one
But
looks.
Grindelia says she has them, but she just hasn't used it.
Okay, so I like that little third one in there, a little different. Okay, perfect. Now I know what I'm going to do. All right, we're just about there. Tiny. Now, if it's that tiny, I don't keep it. But if it's the size of a quarter or bigger, I keep it. All right, so now we got to do all those again for the other palm tree. And then we're going to work on the hammock. And I said a hammock. All right. What time is it? How are we doing on time?
It's like 9:30.
What?
It's 8:17
Okay. So we
Central Time.
Central Time.
But
I
you have
think-
people on the East Coast and you have people in Mountain Time.
I tell you what, it messes me up so bad when we're traveling and we crossed over into the,
Yeah, Watford City's in Central Time Zone. It's almost in Montana. But you come south and you're in the Mountain Times. You cross the Little Missouri River and all the way to east of Dickinson, you're still in Mountain Time and you're back to the east. But then you cross back to Central Time.
Yeah.
Our son said there's been some discussion in North Dakota to take it all the way to the border of Montana and Wyoming for Mountain Time, but that hasn't happened yet. Or Central Time, I guess you would say. But Central Time Zone's really big. Well, our niece lives clear in Tennessee, probably almost within an hour in Knoxville. She's up in the Cumberland Plateau, and probably what, honey, 10 miles from her house is where you go into the Eastern Time Zone.
yeah.
So she's in Central, but you go clear out to Western North Dakota, and we're still in the Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
But if you happen to be talking to our niece, the sun can be setting there, and it's over an hour later before the sun sets out there. It's just different.
It's unreal.
And Rochelle wants to know, are we in Wisconsin? Yes, we're
We're-
in her home state. We're at the Dells again at the Country
Road. RV.
Roads RV Resort here. at
Lot
Lake Delton.
15.
Lot 15. Come by if you're here.
Yeah, we'll turn the lights on. On the front of our coach, it says,
What's
we
that
have,
commercial? We'll leave the lights on. Is
Yeah.
that Culver's or it's one of those?
I don't remember. Boy, you're really exercising my brain today, dear.
That's what you got to do. You got to make it go in.
Brain
and out.
matter.
Grindelia she says, I got September's templates and I love them. What do
Oh,
you think about yours, Linda?
I haven't got them yet. I gotta go home.
That's why I brought it up.
My
I ain't gone
mail's-
home yet.
My mail's gonna be, and I won't get my October one till the end of the month.
And
So-
Rochelle wants to know, did you have fun in Nebraska? Yes, we did. In Lincoln. And we went to Misty's and had prime rib and had some crab cakes. That was good.
I didn't
eating.
have prime rib. What did I have? What did I have?
You had some kind of a steak bits or something. It was
I don't remember.
keep working. You'll remember.
You gotta remember this. I don't remember.
I remember.
It was a supper club and it was so good.
It was a salad you got with prime rib on it. It had
Was it?
steak on it.
Oh, that's right. I did have a salad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't forget.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to food.
Yeah, we've
Oh, you're right, Sharon. She says Motel 6. Left the lights on or whatever.
there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh golly. But we made some new friends and caught up with some old ones. And we have a couple that are from Kansas City, Herb and Gloria. They've been motorhoming for quite a few years. They aren't full-time, but they're from Kansas City. And we didn't think they were going to Lincoln. And all of a sudden, just about the last day was next to the last day. They stop us and I'm like, oh my goodness. It's so fun. You meet people from all over the United States and even Canada. And you make lifelong friends, even if you're states away.
We had some really good friends they're from North Carolina that were there. Cindy and her husband.
Oh, yeah, Cindy and Pete.
And they're retired, so they do these what they call caravan tours. And this one was the Mississippi tour. And so they go clear up to Lake Itasca where the Mississippi starts, and they go in a caravan. So I think there's no more than 20 coaches, and they have special stops they go on. It's all pre-planned, but they're working their way all the way down from Minnesota through Iowa. They're going all the way to New Orleans. So you do the whole tour of the Mississippi River. And I think it's what, 2.5 weeks, I think 3 weeks long.
I don't
And
remember.
they've been on like 10 of these different tours, these caravan tours. They're kind of expensive, but when you think about it, you see a lot. You know, it's covering your stay at the RV parks, which includes all your utilities and everything. So it's not that bad. But we'd love to be at a point to go and do some of those.
Okay, guys, this is the back side of this one. I'm going to make the hammock out of our surfboard. It's going to go between these two trees.
And the surfboard came from which month?
This came from the summer kit or the summer template set.
That
Not
was in August, or is this?
no,
before
it's not a
that?
monthly kit. This is the newest release that Kiwi Wing
A la
had.
carte type thing.
No, it had 7 pieces. It's a summer.
Okay, so it's a whole kit of 10
No,
pieces.
it's not. It's not a kit. Hold on. Let me get it.
You gotta explain yourself, or I'm gonna keep
Oh, I'm
asking
fine. I
questions.
got it. You just you're having trouble.
So it's a surprise. It's a package.
Yeah. Here you go. Here it is.
Is it
It's
a capital
summer.
P or a small P?
He's testing me tonight. Okay, so it has the sun I used. It has an umbrella. It has a popsicle. It has a suntan bottle, a beach
You
ball.
have to hold it up.
It has the inner tube that looks like a flamingo, and it has the surfboard.
So is that the sun coming up or the sun going down?
You guys, you should be here. Ooh.
No, nobody's gonna bail you out.
Okay, all right. I'm going to make a pencil mark all the way around the bottom. But when I get close to the edge where this point, the double point is, I'm gonna turn it over so I can get a point like the other one on the other side, okay? So that's how I'm gonna do the hammock. Now, to make the inside of the hammock, we can do it one of 2 ways, okay? We can go ahead and
Go ahead or go.
go ahead here. Okay, okay. So I've got the point and I've got a 1 point there, and I'm gonna make a line, okay? But what I'm gonna do to make it look like the hammock, I'm gonna cut it out here. You guys with me? Now, I'm not done this before. This is a trial and error. This is what I see in my head.
It's scary in your head.
It's
though.
scary in my head.
As our granddaughter would say, it's scary.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
scary."
Our little granddaughter, Everly, she's 2, and some things she doesn't like, she'll just start
Like
waving her
older
hand. I'm
brother getting on his
scary.
4-wheeler and the engine starts up. She gets all scary.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and this may work, it may not. I got these at the Scrap Mania garage sale. It's antique, the Creative Memories collection scissors. And first time I'm using them, but I paid $1 for them, and I'm like, oh, I love this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors, and I'm
Just go
just
on the
gonna
edge of it.
kind of
It won't
make a little
it too
dip.
small, will it?
No. And we have a hammock. My son came out from underneath there. Okay, so we have a hammock, but we're not done there.
It's not centered.
Well, I haven't got it glued down. I promise I'll get it glued down.
And you gotta have the strings so tight to the tree.
I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna use a hole punch. This is the tiny one. It comes, I got 3 in a set, tiny, medium, and the regular size. But I'm gonna make a little hole right there. And I'll make
So
another
I
little
almost pierce
hole.
your ears. That would work.
Or you could just use a little probe if you wanted to. All right, and I have some twine. I really like this one. It's a white or cream variegated. Get a hold of it here. And I'm going to cut a piece. And I'm going to put it through. Maybe I'll put it through. I might have to go with a bigger hole. No, I get it. Just got to be persistent.
Now, are you going to glue it or tape in the back, or are you going to actually tie?
I'm going to tie it to the tree.
What kind of knot you going to use? Bowline, 2/2 inches.
I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to have 2. I'm going to cut here. I think that's about the same size. Yep. And then I'm going to put it on this one. Let's go with the one I cut, make it a little easier. And I am going to ink it. Oh, I
The
do
whole
have
thing
a,
or just him?
here. I have a We Are Memory Keepers pick on one end, and it has a pick 'em up thing on the other, which doesn't stay in very well. But okay, here we go. Let's see if we can poke it through.
Watch
It
your
is
fingers.
so quiet. I'm used to.
Watch your fingers.
I'm not gonna get my fingers. I'm smarter than that.
The dog's quiet. She must be entertained also.
Yeah, hopefully she's sleeping. She needed a nap. Well, let's go this way and pull it through. Well, my idea is good. Just got to get it there. That's what you got to do. Go
And you
through.
just pulled it out.
I did. Oops. Patience is a virtue. Or if you have a needle, a big darning needle, or what do they call that? Like the leather needles. Okay, here we go. I got it. I just get the rest of it through.
Cordelia said it's finally raining. I'm in Riverside. We've had heat waves. She's in Riverside, California.
Ooh.
Remember, right?
Yeah, we saw where
And I
there
saw
was
there's a
some
hurricane
flooding.
coming towards California, which I didn't realize was ever very many.
Oh, years ago, I remember California getting hit pretty hard. Okay, so there's our little hammock. The other thing you could do too is if you want to put an eyelet in there, eyelets are actually coming back out. Can you believe it? They are coming back out.
No way.
Yes. I mean, I never let
People
mine
say,
go.
yeah, way.
I never let mine go. I keep
I don't
all
think
my
you let
eyelets.
anything go. We've got a little bit of
Oh, yeah.
everything that's ever
I
made
have.
and then some.
I have let stuff go. I really have. Okay, so I'm going to ink this. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink my palm trees. And we're going to start sticking down. Okay, because I wanted you to see this. Okay, 1, 2. And I'm not getting real in depth of these because
That was weird. Your video was hung up and then it took off.
Oh, are we still together?
Yeah, it's moving now, but it
Okay.
was getting a spiral wheel.
I think there's something going on with all the satellites and stuff. TV's been messing up. The internet's messed up. My cell phone has been messing up. So,
It was just spinning again.
uh-oh. Hopefully not. If it does go out, we will come back.
If it goes back, it just catches up. It's buffering real bad.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Just keep talking to us and let us know. I know Susan
Okay,
had trouble
those-
the other night. It kept going on. I don't know if she had it 2 or 3 times. She had to go back
We
in.
generally don't have this hang up.
I
so-
tell you, well, like at our school back in Cedar Rapids, they've got hackers. And I just,
This will be protected.
well, yeah.
And I had this when I was on a call earlier too.
Uh-oh. I don't know. Somebody's hacking.
Seems like it's doing okay now.
Okay.
No,
Good.
now we're buffering again.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll kind of hurry here. All right, get this down. We'll start sticking pictures. And then I just got a toucan and a flamingo to make and a flower.
It's buffering again.
Are you guys having trouble on your end? Is it buffering bad for you? Okay. That's done.
I need to invent a way to have fiber, mobile fiber.
All right, I am going to push that there. That goes with that one. That one goes with that one. We're going to get these down. I'm going to use a little bitty one.
Laura says we're good on her side. No problem here, Laura says.
Good.
But, okay, it's good here for Rochelle. Maybe it's just our computer and what I'm watching, which is your video. So
Yeah.
be kind of like the house monitors on a sound stage. So
Okay, so this one, I want to glue this. Whoop.
Gradella says it's good here at Riverside, California. So
Awesome.
we got to cut out our toucan yet too.
Yep, the toucan. I got the flamingo and a couple of flowers. But
So
I
we're
really,
good.
this
I
is
just
the,
will pay attention to the buffering then.
yeah, just don't look.
Oh, but it's too late. Yes, they call in the streak.
I was thinking of that. That's an oldie.
Darlene says it's on and off. So yeah, we're having a few issues.
Okay, we'll kind of hustle up here.
It's
Okay.
okay in Pennsylvania.
All right, there we go. I think I better glue these leaves down.
Got that song in my head now.
Which
Don't
one?
look, Ethel. It's too late.
She'd been mooned. Oops. You want to get that for me?
Did it go on the floor?
It went over by my foot. Yes, it did. Would you mind?
The right one or left one?
The right one. My right.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. There's one. And then we'll do this one. I think you have to go the other side.
Yeah.
To get it. And get this
Want me to
one.
bump your light?
No, please don't blow my light. That would not be
Turn off
good.
the light.
No.
The lights are off. And what's the song?
Okay,
My ears are turning red when I bend over.
that's not good. Thank you.
Oops.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think we're quite level because if I drop something, it starts rolling. Okay, so to get this around the tree,
You got to tie yellow ribbon.
we're going to tie a cream one.
See, we used to play in bands. I got all these songs going through my head. Who did that song? Tie yellow ribbon.
I can see his face. Tony Orlando and Dawn.
And Dawn.
Yeah. Okay. Got a knot there. And if I have to wrap it again, I can.
We got to make an announcement. He just came out of the stands.
Who did?
Oh, yes, they.
Oh,
That song's too
you
good.
still got it in your head, dear.
Yeah.
Not good. All right.
Could be
we're gonna do
worse.
This one.
Could be the honky donkey song. Three-legged,
Wonky donkey.
one-eyed honky donkey.
Wonky donkey. It's a great song. Great book.
Having a long day and it got you down a little bit. It'll help raise your spirits.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't find it amusing,
Then
I'm
don't
sorry.
listen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like so many things we have today. If you don't like it, don't
Just
watch
watch
it.
it. Okay. Let's see where we're at here.
And then do you have to trim those then?
Yeah, I will. I just want to make sure that I got it at the right. I might have to make this one on just a little shorter. So I can wrap it again. And you could do this with burlap paper because it's fabric.
I don't think I tried paper though.
No. Okay, there, we've wrapped it again. All right.
I mean by wrapping.
Okay, that's gonna work. Now I'm gonna pop those trees. And of course, I will doodle later and I will get things posted.
And all the embellishments.
Yep.
But you gotta get all the other stuff up there yet.
Let me get my
And
pictures
glue
on
down
first.
And your pictures. And
Yep. It's going to take a lot of pop-up. A lot of elevators, as you call them. So worth it, though. And I've got some buttons I'm going to put in the middle for like coconuts.
are these organic or are they regular?
I didn't know there was organic ones.
Well, it's organic. Everything has to be organic.
I have no idea. No idea. But I am using up a lot of my stuff that I haven't, that I guess I forgot about over the years, like the buttons and all that. So, okay, let's get this peeled. You want to hold the garbage over here?
Sure can.
All right, perfect.
While we're talking, one of the things we did do while we were in North Dakota this time, we did go down to Medora
Oh,
at the
yes.
south end of the Roosevelt National Park. And what did we see?
It was a live
We
theater
got to see a
outside.
coal train, a Burlington Northern coal train going east.
Okay, you guys got to know Lee has a fetish with food, with music, and with trains. He literally will go and pull up the side of the road just to watch a train to see where it's going from and coming and going. So, yeah.
Anyway, we saw the musical
Yes, it was about Teddy Roosevelt.
in North Dakota and
Yeah,
the town of Medora, kind of a musical, I guess, of that area.
It was phenomenal. It was fantastic. I can't wait
Outdoor
to show
theater.
you. Can't wait to show you on one of the lives some of the pictures and stuff that we took.
And we will probably scrap them.
Yes. If you guys have never been to Medora, you guys got to go. It has a little city that you can shop, little homemade stuff.
Village.
A village, and there's some museums there. Just a great place for the family to go, or just you as a couple, or just go there. It's awesome. And the theater, like I said, is outside. And in the background, they move these big sets. And in the background, it looks like
It's kind of like Badlands.
the Badlands. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And they
It
use
is the
live
Badlands.
horses. And yeah, it is amazing. Okay, guys, here
You
we
need
go.
help there.
Nope. Don't need help.
One of those drop, but we'll get it later.
That's okay. All right. Just want to make sure I get in the right place here. Okay. It's got to go
The
down a
very
little.
corner of your viewer here.
It's okay. I'm gonna get it up here a little more. Okay.
And we'll finalize it afterwards before we show it.
All right. Let me cut these off. Oh, you find one?
Yep.
All right.
Or put them to sleep.
Uh-oh. You guys asleep? You're not saying anything.
I've always been told I got that FM radio voice
Yep. Okay. So
and can put people to sleep.
we have red and we have pink. Maybe the red. We'll see. All right, let's get some of this other stuff down. Get our pictures on. Got a lot of glue here.
A lot of what?
Got a lot of glue.
Such as the dog hairs.
Well, that too. Okay, this goes down
To the right side or left side.
up here. Okay, catch it, Dad, catch it. This goes up
She's
here.
wicked.
Okay. We got it straight.
One-eyed, three-legged on a donkey.
Okay. Having trouble getting it even here. What's up with me?
That they call the streak.
Why am I not even?
Did you cut it straight?
No, I cut it straight. It's just the person laying it down. There we go. Okay, now this one,
Which is up?
which is up. The ink side, don't you teasing me there, dear.
No, I'm trying to figure out what side goes up. Is it the light gingham with the white, or is it the green?
No, I got it. It's the ink side. The inky side.
Icky side?
Inky side.
Linda Brock said, hee haw. Was it for luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
You got lots of good luck.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. I think we're down. Now,
We're picking and a grinning. Do, 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 do,
just gotta make sure I get this even. There we go.
So did we go to Roosevelt National Park? We
Yes.
drive through it. Our son
We've been-
lives on the north of the north part. And then, of course, the Medora is down at the south part. But we take US 85 to go right along and see all kinds of neat things.
We haven't been through one side of it though.
There's part of it down in the south part.
Where the wild horses are, we've not been through
We
there.
saw the wild horses from
Yeah.
the interstate, but we didn't get down into the park. We have been through the park at the north where all the buffalo are and everything.
Yep. And we saw the part where they have like the rocks actually look like cannonballs, like big cannonballs.
That was up in the north.
Yeah, we did see that.
They actually were going to be starting to work on making US 85 a 4-lane. So
Yep. All right.
Sherry Gill says she loves that with the chevrons on the top.
Thank you. Chevrons are probably one of my favorite ones to work with. Okay, we get some pictures inked here. I like to ink my pictures, especially
Of
if
course,
I
you
don't
print your
match
own
them.
here though too,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I do print my own
And
pictures.
so when it does cut or whatever, and you cut the pictures to size, you do have all the white that's exposed.
Right. All right, here. We are getting close,
Close to what?
getting finished. And then
Oh,
I hate keeping you guys up so late.
for those
Um,
out west, it's early. In
yeah.
California, it's only 6:45.
Do you guys like the evening one better, or I do get a choice of doing like one in the afternoon? Would that work out for you guys too? Would you like
Not
that
for me, it
one?
wouldn't work.
Well, I know not for you, but I could sometimes do an evening one. I'm gonna
I'm
use
just
the other
giving you
one.
a hard time. You could do a third shift one, do like
A third
midnight.
shift?
Yeah.
Oh golly, I don't think I can stay awake. I tell you what, our dog's been getting us up at like 4:30 every morning, or getting me up to go out. That's bad. Oh, and she will not, okay, so I need some help. Our dog will not go to the bathroom at a truck stop or a rest area because of the semis. Anybody got any suggestions? I'm at my wit's end. I've tried treats. I've tried a shock collar. I've tried just gently letting her out. And if she runs,
Tried to yelling.
she runs back to the RV. I mean, we've actually parked right up against the grass for her to go, and she refuses. I mean, she held it.
Campground, open the door, and she gets right out,
Yeah.
goes out. Does her stuff.
She held it from 6:30 yesterday until 9:30 last night. I mean, I appreciate that she doesn't make a mess, but that can't be healthy holding it that long.
Rochelle says she likes the evenings. Linda Brock says no, the evening's better.
Okay.
Laura Ruka says evening is good. Leslie says, do you print the 4x6 pics and then cut them down?
Yes, I do. And then also I have an app on my phone that someone showed me that has it's an Epson. I have the Epson Picture Mate, and then you can put pictures in a collage in this app, and you can make different sizes then, and you can print them on your Picture Mate. or whatever Epson printer you have. And it works really good because my picture mate only prints 4x6. My old one, I could get any size from like the mini wallets to the 4x6. But this one, for some reason, they didn't make it to do that. So
You're gonna put the old Rexall drugstore out of business. Printing your own pictures. Deb says she likes the evening. Joni says evening's better for her. Logan says evening. Nikki says my schedule is different from day to day, but mostly evenings are good.
I wish
It
they
is recorded, so I mean, people
Yeah.
can see it. But Lucy says evening's great for her. Leslie says evening. Molly says I like the evening. So I
okay.
think you got your answer.
All right, good. I wish we could do it just a little earlier, but this is the time that they ask us to do it.
But it depends on who it is and where you're at. Because if you're much earlier, West Coast, you're actually in the afternoon.
Ooh.
When
That's
you
straight.
start, it's 5 o'clock there.
It's
Well,
5
it's always
o'clock
5 o'clock
somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grindelia says she likes evenings also.
Never know which way to hold this.
Didn't want your big one.
I did want to use my big one, but I found these when I was cleaning out. I'm like, oh, I need to use these. Get them used up. Okay. Put it about like that. And then we'll put.
Get them used up before you go full time on the road.
No, I like my ATG gun, but also too, with my shoulder hurting as bad as it is, I'm best just to use this. Okay. This one is just not ergonomically correct. This thing.
The little one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put a flamingo on top. I'm going to move this over a little bit and get these on. Do you guys have a favorite tape runner? Get Wonder one. Yeah, we'll do it there.
Grindelia says the AGT gun.
ATG, yep. Does anybody know what that stands for? ATG.
America's Got Talent.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Tape gun, something. Automatic tape gun? I have no idea.
Joni says I like the Creative Memories tape runner.
You know, I've not tried the new one years ago. I mean, I still have some of their tabs. Do you guys remember those? And I would cut them in half and only use part of it.
Melody says I've tried several, but I only like the Creative Memory ones. What I recommend is what people like to use is what they should stick with.
Definitely. Definitely. I have one that I love, but you can't find the refills anymore.
Advanced Tape Glider.
Really? That's what it stands for. Huh.
Well, you didn't know, so
Never
that's as
would
good
have
as-
guessed that.
No, I think it's really good.
That's awesome. Thank you for looking that up. I had no clue. Okay.
Sherry Gill, she wins the cigar for that.
All right. We just got a couple more templates here to cut.
Nikki said I used to cut those tabs into thirds.
Tabs into third. Now that's
I do
good.
like the current Creative Memories tape runner. Melissa says she advanced tape glider. Awesome.
That's good because thirds. Wow.
Rochelle likes the AGT gun. Laura says your pictures are amazing.
Aw, thank you. I always like to do something fun
Easy
with the
Runner
grandkids.
Grand is another one here that Laura liked.
The one that I really, really liked was by Anna Griffith. And it was a cream one. It was about maybe 3/4 of the size of the ATG gun. But you can't get the
It is big and
refills.
bulky, but it does work well.
Yeah.
Unless you got really small stuff, it's kind of hard sometimes. But you
Mm,
got the point where you can really reload it quickly and it's easy.
yeah.
Where some people got really challenged with it. But Delia, she likes, well, she also offered up its advanced tape lighters. So they all knew what it was.
I didn't. I think I've had mine for about 6 years now. So
It's gonna be getting old.
no. I got,
You
actually I
need a new
have
one?
2 of them. No, I bought one for $5 at a garage sale at Scrapmania. $5. And then I get my refills there for $2.99. I think that's what they are. And so definitely worth it. And it sticks. When it's down, it's not going anywhere. This flower is really pretty. If you guys have the
It's a lot of
Aloha,
cut, no.
if you have the Aloha flower or the Aloha, use that flower out of it. Okay, so I have to do the pool blue over here on this side.
The what color blue
Pool, I call it a pool blue.
flower?
Yeah. So use that over here. We are just about there. Did you guys see? Okay, so this kit has the toucan bird. Did you see the person who did it with the feathers? Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I'm actually going to make mine with glitter paper, a little black glitter paper. So kind of overshot there a little. Getting that time of night, Daddy cannot see. And then this one is from Tiny Highlights. Oops, a little clumsy tonight.
So is this setup easier here in the motorhome than home, or do you like it at home better?
It's just different. I don't know if I say I like it better or worse than at home. It's just different. Scrapbooking for me, I can do it anywhere. And I have done it just about everywhere.
Think you could do it in Florida in the wintertime or South
Oh, yeah.
Texas?
I could. Well, we have done it in South
Arizona.
Texas. We have done it. Arizona,
It's nice in the winter though.
there's no grass for Gracie. That's the only problem.
She'll
She'll go on rocks, but so anyway.
Well, just get a roll of sod, put her underneath the coat. She just got to break off a piece every so often. We just gotta go. Throw it in the ground. and get it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna go there. And then I'm gonna take this template. We have to have some yellow over here, don't we? So we're gonna take the one we had the sun that has the pineapples on the back. And there was one of these little things here. Where do I want to put it? Stamen. That's what they call it, a stamen. Now,
The
instead of
flower stem, yeah.
do I want to cut those tiny things out or do my hole punch work? Let's see what the medium one works. The medium about the same size.
Can you just cut out the outside and put something underneath it, different color?
No, I don't want to do that either. I am going to use a hole punch. It's just almost the same size, almost exactly. So I'm just going to make 3 of them. Stamen. I couldn't remember what this thing was called. The center of the flower.
The honey
So-
dripper.
Honey dripper. We saw a lot of sunflowers out around North Dakota and a lot of sugar beets. What else did we see out there?
Beets
The countryside right now is just
and wheat.
gorgeous. Yep. Okay.
Actually, Durham.
Durham. Yep. 1, 2, 3. That might be too small.
Got a bigger one?
I do. It might work. Just gonna be a little tricky to get on there. Okay. We'll see when we get going here. Okay. We gotta cut out the
Are you gonna
flamingo.
keep those little dots?
Yes, no. I don't know.
I caught you, didn't I? It'd be a little fun to try to
I'm
paint.
not
All you do is peek your
sure.
fingers. You want to glue them down before you lose them? You've already knocked one off.
Actually, oh, it's there. I'm going to make another flower on this side for the red. I'm gonna put this one over here on this side. And the reason being is because I need that pink for the flamingo. So we'll do
And
another
you got
flower.
a toucan to do.
And I got a toucan.
You got a lot to do yet.
It's not bad. Just the little details. Just the
Your check
little
is here at
details.
about 9 o'clock.
Okay, so we're just about, we'll cut out a couple more things. And then
Glue them down.
you guys, we'll let you go and I'll finish them up. You guys kind of got the gist. What I really wanted you to see was how I did that. Make a little hammock and a little shaker.
Deidre says good night, y'all. Great pages.
Thank you. So I'll get this one cut out. I'm gonna cut the flamingo so you guys can see how that is. And then we will call it a night. Get my cut and going here. We really appreciate each and every one of you that you join us, and
Linda Brock said it looks amazing.
we love to do this. Lee likes to be with me, and he's a good help. He does really good at reading the comments for me, and
Really, I'm good help.
you're a good help. What can I say?
Molly says great page.
Thank you.
I know you worked with Molly a little bit on some different things.
FYI too, the one template set that I got the smaller tropical leaf out of. Oh, where did I put it? It has the jig-jagged placemat on it. There's a little corner of it you could use for journaling. Here it is. So this piece right here, I wanted to show you that. This is the one in the March Kit Club. And the giraffe and that smaller leaf.
Debbie said it's a beautiful page.
So you can take this here and you could make a block. You can make a journal spot there. You could do a journal spot there. You could do a journal spot over here. But this would make a great journal template. So,
Nikki said, I love that you guys do this together.
oh, thank you. Pink. There it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to cut part of this little thing.
Kazmarek says, always a great time.
Thanks. We love it that you guys like us. That's puppets.
Huh?
Those pencils kind of just disappear. All right, we're going to cut the flamingo and I'm just going to lay him on there and I'll finish him up later. And then you guys can tune in and
You got-
check.
Got a toucan to do.
Yeah, well, I'll do him too. I'll do him later.
Kathy Berger says, I agree.
So there's him. Okay, so we'll get this cut. This has been a fun page. Like I said, I haven't
It's kinda
scrapbooked
like
for a while.
vulture.
It's a flamingo. Do you guys know why or how the flamingo gets pink?
I know why.
It's what he eats. He is white, but when he eats shrimp, he turns pink.
Do you like shrimp?
I like shrimp. You like shrimp?
Pink?
Nope, I don't think so.
Deborah Bordeaux says, thanks, Lee and Linda. Your page is awesome. Good night.
Good night. Don't forget September, at the end of the month, I think it's the 28th.
Liz
It's
says,
the last
"Liz,
Friday, but we'll be back again. We're gonna do a lake camping one. Okay,
And Lucy answered correctly. Eat shrimp.
Yep.
That's always good.
Okay. So to do his legs, we just trace it like we did the stamen.
So you do some prosthetics, is that what
Some
you're?
prosthetics.
Yeah. They probably should be
No.
black, right?
Yep,
You
he's
got
getting
black.
black legs. I got black paper right here. And it's kind of got
Is
just
it
some
shiny
scrap.
on one side or?
it's kind of looks like linen, to be honest with you. All right, so if you've never used a Kuru Toga pencil, this is where it shines. Oop, if I keep the lead from breaking. On black paper, you can actually trace and see the
It's
pencil line.
shiny on shiny kind of, isn't it?
Yeah, it works really good. So you don't have to have a white pen. The Kuru Toga pencil is perfect. See there? I don't know if you can see that. Let me hold it up a little bit. You can actually see it. Can they see it? You got a delay, gotta wait. Dum, dum. Slow, slow. What's the Jeopardy song? Dun, dun.
Yes, you can see. Yeah,
Perfect.
you have the middle, you barely can
Okay,
see.
let me cut it out and you do it this way. Now, that better?
I don't know.
Well, they
Go
can
either
see
way.
it. Okay, so,
Kathy says I can see it.
yep, the Kuru
It
Toga.
does show up well, Nikki says.
Yeah.
Black pencil on black paper.
Just a,
Whoever knew it.
who would have knew it? Okay, I'm gonna use my tinies. My tiny, tiny,
It's
tinies.
very clear. According to
Yeah.
Sharon.
You can see it. Not all pencils are like that.
Is it radioactive?
I hope not. I got enough issues.
You got issues?
That would be awful to get sick. Radiation from
No,
scrapbooking.
we used to say people got all that radiation sickness that worked and did the clocks way back when they painted the.
Yeah, that I could see. Okay. I'm gonna put his legs down and I'm gonna take and trace the toucan out of the same paper. I'm not using anything fancy schmancy. I am gonna use maybe some glitter paper with him. We'll see. Some black
And
glitter.
you got all your embellishments you'll do, and you do
Yep.
some with the pins. I'm sure you can do some little dashes along the
Yep.
bottom template.
Actually, I'm probably gonna try and do something that Jenny does, Jenny Prosser. She goes around and, well, she uses matching ink and then traces or does doodle marks with matching gel pens. But I might use some of the gel pens around different colors. We'll see. And this is tiny, tiny
That's pretty official DMs, doodle marks.
doodle marks. Okay, so there's our little flamingo guy. I'll just finish him up. All right, I think we're just gonna stop there and I will finish it up later.
And you
And
post and you'll
Yep.
list everything, including your
Yep, yep, yep.
embellishments. We'll list for Scrap Mania. Feel free to always contact them if there's things you can't get at your local store.
yeah,
And you'll have your contact info. Feel free to reach out to you
Yep.
for anything.
yep. All right, guys. Well, it's been a great night as always, and I will finish this up and I'll post it tomorrow. You guys have a great weekend coming up, and we will see you soon here and do another layout. All right, guys, have a good night.